Alright, this is day 3 of working on this new G. I just did some work off camera. I got some sensors plugged in. I think I need to replace this clip before actually this clip should be fine. It's just the thing is messed up. But anyways, plug some more stuff in, put some intake tubes on it, and see if it even cranks. If it cranks, we're in business. If it don't crank, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I put some parts on. I'll show you guys that. This connector was gone, or not connected. This sensor was in 2 pieces, so no longer sensing anything. We took that out. We put a new accessory belt on here so the alternator charges and everything like that. We don't have coolant hooked up right now, so if it does run, we're only gonna run it for a few seconds. I gotta put the intake tubes on because it will not run without the intake tubes. And then we are going to try to crank her on. What's going on here? What is this? Must be a connector for like a headlight or something. I don't know. None of that stuff is needed. So we'll go ahead and string some of this up out of the way. No, nothing's in the way of the motor just turning it on, spinning. I want to hear the motor, see if it's any good. I haven't compression tested it or anything like that. Haven't looked at the coils or the spark plugs. So we're gonna plug the intakes in, and then I am going to press the button and see if it does anything. Okay, I've got the intakes hooked up. I'm not gonna take that intake off of there just because it's just the box ain't gonna fit anyways. We got the sensor in there. That's all we need for it to run. This side's hooked up. I did have to steal one of my mass airflow sensors from my Blue G over there. Put it on here just to see the first start. This is gonna go right back on my Blue G because that's the daily right now. I put the accessory belt on here like I was saying. I replaced this sensor right here. This clip, it just pops off, so we're gonna have to fix that if the motor runs. And then the only thing I am worried about is this sensor right here, because you can kind of see a little bit of it. I don't know if that's really gonna mess with it at all, but we're gonna find out. I do have a spare parts motor, so I'm not too worried, but I hope it starts up and runs. I did disconnect the headlight just because that HID bulb was literally lighting on fire and burning plastic and stuff, so I took that out of here. This other side didn't get too messed up, just a little hole in the housing, but that ain't nothing. I'm sure this headlight still works. And yeah, I think we're gonna hook the battery up, smell for any more fires, and then try to crank her on. So let's do that. All right, took the ground up, hook the power up, as long as it's on there. No fires, no nothing. I gotta go grab the key, and I gotta go see if my brother will help me film this real quick. And yeah, we go grab the key. By the time I get back, hopefully ain't nothing on fire. Let's go ahead and just move these towels just cause, and move this plastic just cause, peace of mind. Yeah, we're gonna go grab the keys, and I'm gonna grab a filmer. Be right back. All right, so we got the power hooked up. We're about to try to start it, see how it goes. We don't have a radiator hooked up like I was saying, so we're not gonna run for very long if it does start, but we're gonna find out if it starts. Start it up. Let's try it again. Hey, kill it!
Oh shit. Oil just shot me.
Where's that come from?
Right there.
Where?
Like, see where that screwdriver is?
Oh, this?
Yeah. is making that noise?
It starts.
I think I got some. I got oil on my leg.
That's just you all right. That's just it's just transmission fluid. You be all right. Well, it runs, so that's a win, and it runs healthy. It was holding idle and everything, so I think that's a win for sure. To then go ahead and I think the linkage inside. So this motor got hit, and you can see the motor mount down there. You can literally fit a finger in between the mount and the rubber, and then on this side, it's in the right spot. This is the motor mount back here where my middle finger is. That one's in the right spot, and you can see this motor is like that way, you know what I mean? So I think the linkage is on this side of the transmission under the car, and I think the linkage is messed up. So when it's in neutral or in park, it can't get to park. It can only go up to, I'll show you guys the gear selector inside. It can only go up to park, right? But this is actually like, I think this would be reverse. This is reverse, and it's mine. And when I put it in reverse, it's neutral. So the whole car is freaking out because it's not where it's supposed to be, because the motor and transmission got shoved backwards because lady rear-ended a truck. But yeah, motor, good. First start, went good. Chase was saying that it sprayed oil, but it didn't really spray oil. That's just transmission cooler lines from the transmission area. I have them plugged, but that one almost shot Chase because that one was like way in there. And that one almost said skadoosh and almost shot you. But you got on the shop vac? Went way over there. Oh, no. But anyways, we're good. Motor runs. Transmission shifts into some of the gears. For some odd reason, it said third gear on it. So I don't know what that was about. But it was holding idle. So safe to say, good motor. Good transmission. We're going to work on getting this on the ground. Don't mind the plate. We're going to work on getting this on the ground. All four wheels, so we can roll this out and then move this into the garage and continue the part out and taking the engine and transmission out, because maybe this might get that engine and transmission, which will be another video on the channel later on in the future. I'm gonna be taking all the electronics and crap like that and trying to make it work. So, but yeah, Bobby, it's another day. We got the car started, and today we're gonna tackle another project. We'll go ahead and hook the battery up. I'm just gonna try to do this one-handed. This should be fun. Yup. Good thing I had the key in my hand. Battery's hooked up. Now we're gonna come in here. Car's unlocked. And we're gonna tackle out cleaning the interior out, vacuuming it and such. And then I'm going to rip the seats out of here, set them inside. And probably dissect some more of this interior. Then I'm gonna leave the center console area alone. I might get these airbags out of our way so we can see more of the interior. And yeah, we're gonna get into that. All right, we're gonna start by grabbing handfuls of random crap that's in the interior and throwing them away. That is a piece of, I think that's a piece of grill, but it feels like a piece of metal. I don't know what that is. Doesn't look important. Not important enough to keep. Now this stuff, there's a lot of stuff in here. This looks like, oh, that's lovely. That just looks like a bunch of headlight parts that need to go in the trash. All right, I'm gonna grab the vacuum. All right. I'd say that's good enough for this side. We got 99% of the rocks. There's still probably something under here and more plastic. You get the same. It's just more plastic everywhere we go. The horn still works. That's new. Yeah, we need to get this airbag. Stop honking. Look, you literally... Anyways, and some more plastic over here. Let's jump to the other side, get the other side cleared out, and then we can start working on the airbags. And then I have a project that we're also going to be working on. So let's go over there. All right. I would have wished they didn't put this stuff in the interior, but they did. Bunch of BS in the interior. No need for it. It was clearly broken. I about broke the windshield. I about broke the door glass just now. I don't even know what that piece is. Who knows if it's even from this vehicle, because it was at a yard. So get all this junk out of here. That's a piece of the front bumper for sure, because the other bumper is fine. We can keep that. That is still usable. We can take what's left of the grill, throw it in there. This junk right here, this foam can go in the trash. Boom. And this stuff can go in the trash. So OEM book I'm gonna keep. Okay, seat, not in terrible condition. I wish all that junk wasn't in here. Kind of got a little scratch right here. Not too bad though. No. There's no rips or tears in this. That's what is the bright side. No rips or tears in it. There's a little wear and tear right there. This definitely needs a coat of leather conditioner. The backside looks pristine, so we're good there. What is this thing? What is this? What is this? Anyways, what is this? Oh, that probably hold the book. Back seats are in pristine condition. Headliner in pristine condition. Other than over there, there's a lot of black on that B-pillar. What about on this B-pillar? Oh yeah, there's a lot of black over here too. But I have plans for headliners. For this headliner to go in that car over there. Yeah. We're gonna start working on the airbags. We're gonna disconnect the battery. I know the airbags already went off, but just for peace of mind, I don't want to trigger any other things going off, and I'm using a knife on an airbag. So yeah, I don't want to have this explode and hit me in the face or something absurd. We're gonna climb in here gracefully, and I'm gonna try to do this one-handed again. Can my phone stop freaking out? There we go. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. I guess I'm gonna cut this airbag off camera because I cannot do it one-handed. I have to be able to hold it and then, like, you know. So yeah. Or actually, hopefully you guys can see. I don't know if this knife is gonna work for what I need to do. I might go get another knife. Okay, now that we have the airbags out, airbag 1, airbag 2, out of our way, not an annoyance anymore. We can actually see what the interior looks like of this thing. So these door panels are in 100% better shape than my door panels in my vehicle. So I think we're gonna have a little tutorial on how to take these off, and then also a tutorial how to take the sport seats out, same as every other seat in any G or anything like that. There's gonna be some electrical connections underneath. There's gonna be 4 bolts holding it down, and I believe that's it. It's not very hard, it's not very challenging. You do have to have power to your car so you can move the seat back, undo some bolts, move the seat forward, undo some bolts. So we're gonna get into, I'd say let's move the seats first, and then I'll show you how to take the door panels off. For that, we're gonna have to hook the battery back up again. Ooh, do this one-handed, holding the hood with my head. That's all. Hopefully the car alarm doesn't go off again. Ooh. I believe, okay, the keys are in my front pocket, so we're good there. So yeah, power to the car, so that way we can move the seat forward and backward. Let me move to this side and get started. So we're gonna tackle these front bolts first. Let's go ahead and make sure that's not sitting on in there any longer. Put a little dent in the side of this thing. Can we? Okay, seatbelt is locked in place. Like that. This is me pulling as hard as I can. So that seatbelt, I'd say it's done. It's donezo. I don't think she had her seatbelt on while she was driving, because otherwise it wouldn't be this tight. Anyways, let's see if we can move the seat back without having to get into that seatbelt. I guess that's as good as we're gonna get. There we go. We're past the seatbelt. Perfect. I just don't want to be resting on it. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna pop these plastic covers right off. They come right off. 1, 2. Pop these bad boys out of your way. You can do it by hand or with a panel tool. See, they're pretty easy to come off. Keep those because they may be in better condition than what I got in my car. I believe. I'm gonna just tell you what size they are. Here, let me do a little. 14. You see that right there? 1, 4, 14. That's what size we're gonna be using to get these off. And I'm gonna need my strong hand. Take my strong hand. May need the impact. Yeah, we're probably gonna need the impact. All right, let's grab the impact. Boom, yeah, impact acquired. Go ahead and what the hell is this bolt made out of? Are we on 3? No, we ain't even on 3. Now we on 3. There you go. You just like 3. Just like the number 3 more. Let's go ahead and grab this one off of here. Boom. Bolts extracted. 1 and 2. Now we have 3 and 4 in the rear. So we're going to lean our seat forward and hope the battery doesn't die in the process. Come on, keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. And that's forward as we need it. We can just hit that latch. Stay forward, please. And roll it forward. Till you have access to 3 and 4 bolt. And move our mat out of the way. We've got bolt number 3 right here. Pops right off, another cover. Got bolt number 3 right here. And I believe bolt number 4 is hidden under this track right here. So we're gonna grab our drill again. You could probably crank these off by hand. I just was not trying to bust my knuckle. Boom. Boom. Pop these bolts in the front so we don't lose them. Set them up here. And your seat is now free. So we're gonna go ahead and lower the headrest. Make this go down. That way we have most slack when we tilt it back. Take our covers, put them up here. Take this, put it up here, and try to tilt our seat back. We may need to grab the seat, or actually, we're gonna do this. Make it easier to tilt back. And boom. Tilt it back. Just then you're gonna come under here and you have access to all your electronics. We are going to need some sort of panel tool, pin pusher, or something like that to unplug the electronics. So you've got your main harness wire right here, this right here, and then you're going to need to use a panel tool and pry this little tab off of here from this base part. You don't want to break this zip tie. You can if you want to. It's not a big deal because it's going to stay with the car anyways. You're going to pry this one off of here. You're going to pry this one off of here. You're going to pry this one off of here. And then you're going to unplug this and this and this. And then it's completely disconnected. You can keep the this harness right here connected. I believe that one stays with it. Yeah, this one stays with the seat itself. The seat itself. You can keep that in here. And yeah, so let me grab a panel tool and pop these off for you guys. Show you what I mean by getting under it and popping it off. And then you're going to depress this, slides out. Depress this, it slides out. Or actually, that one is just a release like that. You just seen it. You press this up. It's got a little spring in there. I can feel it. And then this one, you can just press by hand. Pops out, just like so. And like I said, we're going to grab a panel tool and take these 3 out. All right, now that we have our panel tool, we can go ahead and depress this clip right here. If I can get my hand on it. Come on. Stop being hard to get. It's hard to apply pressure on pulling the clip out and also filming. All right, there you go. You can see it. I'm gonna depress this. Come on. There we go. Now that that's out, we can pry our plastic clips out. We got the one up the top, like I was pointing at earlier. If I can get that mother trucker out. Boom, clip number 1 is out. Clip number 2. And then we got clip number 3 down here. And you are completely disconnected from the vehicle now. So from here, you're able to grab a strong person, or if you are a strong person, you can go ahead and lift this, I think, 35-pound seat up and out of your vehicle. Set this up so you guys can watch me struggle. Okay, maybe it weighs more than 35 pounds. That is seat number 1, and you are going to repeat the same process on the other side. We are going to move on to how to take your door panel out. So first off, we're going to start by grabbing some sort of small pick tool, like so. Oh, and throw it at your car. No, I'm playing. We're going to get back behind this cover right here. Scoop it a little bit. It should just pop on out of there. Boom. Keep that because you're going to want it to cover up this 10 mil once you're done taking this 10 mil out. And then we've got a cover, not a cover. Well, yeah, I guess this is a cover. We've got a little, this deal pops out of here. If I can get it. Like so. I didn't break anything, so we're good there. And you've got another 10 mil right there, and you've got one more 10 mil right there. And go ahead and pop that one off. Grab our bolt. Gonna keep that all together in there. Pop our second 10 mil. That 10 mil out. Grab a plastic stick of some sort, or you can just do this part by hand if you'd like. Stick it in up front over here. Get you some spacing, and then just from there, pull out. Just pull it towards you. Use a little bit of force, and I'll show you what is holding it on once we get it fully off. Got all those clipped out. And boom. So you have your door panel off. This is what's holding the rest of it in the rest of the way. You've got your locking mechanism and your actual handle to open the door. You've got your tweeter in the door right here. I believe that's what this is. Yep. And then you've got your 10-inch door speaker. These are crazy. I didn't even know this till I worked on one day. We were doing a door glass on one. This thing has a 10-inch door speaker. I'll show you guys in just a moment. Let me get this the rest of the way apart. So how I did that, just a little split foot deal. If you ever mess with any bikes or anything like that, you understand it. This pops out, and then there's a little tiny hole right there that this wire can roll through. It can come up out of. So we're gonna disconnect that one. And I believe it's the same exact design on this one. Maybe a little bit different, but you get the idea. It's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna unplug this clip. Do that one. Then we got another clip right here.
unplug that. Then we got the main harness to the window switch. I guess this isn't the main harness, is it? That's not the main harness, but this is the main harness down here, the white one. And these are just to press these. There's a little clip. Here is the 10-inch door speaker. Tell me this isn't absurd. Like, this thing is like quadruple the size of a regular door speaker. We're gonna take this off. Just hold on to it, just in case mine get blown somehow, some way. Or they might be up for sale. I'm gutting this whole entire car. So the door panels, the seats are going to my vehicle. Just about all the rest is going to be up for sale. So if you are in the KC area and you need G37 parts or like a unique part on the interior that you're messed up or you're missing or something like that, let me know, because I'm willing to sell you it. Other than the headliner, the door cards, and the seats, everything else will be for sale. So hit me up about it. We're going to I'm gonna take the door speaker out, and then I think I'm gonna call it there for the day. I mean, I need to take the other seat out and take the other door panel off, but you guys they've already figured out how to do so. So I'm not gonna make you guys suffer twice.
That being said, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that sub button, do all this stuff. Would appreciate it. Road to 5K, and more to come on this thing. We're definitely going to be digging more and more into this vehicle, partying it out, having fun, doing tutorials, showing you guys how to work on these things, because it's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's easy. But with that being said, I'll see y'all boys in the next one. Y'all take it easy. Be safe. Peace.